Hello，大家好，这里是鲨鱼 Poker。跟我熟悉的小伙伴们可能也知道，我前段时间是去越南，对当地的扑克文化进行了一个考察，也是在胡志明市呢发现了一家非常不错的扑克俱乐部，人气很高，而且硬件设施也非常的完善，叫这个西贡扑克室。那么我们在这个扑克室打了2天的 MTT 锦标赛之后呢，也是最终获得了一个日赛的第4名的好成绩啊。那如果我也知道有一些粉丝呢想要看这一次在越南打比赛的经过，那么大家也是不要着急，我刚回国，所以说请给我点时间啊，我把这一期视频想用心做一做，顺便也告诉大家一些在越南这个游玩的攻略之类的。那么今天呢，我们来看到一下我们刚刚到国内之后打的一场 GG Poker 的线上的210刀神秘赏金赛的全过程，并且还有一些手牌分析。那就让我们进入今天的视频吧。
Ain't no stopping us now. I love that song. Whenever it comes on, it makes me feel strong. I thought I told you that we won't stop till we back cruising through Harlem. These old blocks is what made me, saved me, drove me crazy, drove me away, then embraced me, forgave me all of my shortcomings. Welcome to my homecoming. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. A lot of fights, a lot of scars, a lot of bottles, a lot of cars, a lot of ups, a lot of downs. Made it back, lost my dog. Miss you, big. But here I stand, a better man. Stop. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Fold. Raise. Call. Left. Call. Check. Check. Bet. Call. Fold. Raise. Fold.
讨厌我每次吵架都不讲理，没有语言去讲述，我的全部都被你给挡住。Star you move me on Saturday， 你讨厌的
All in. Fold. All
其实我
in.
都没忘，
Call.
一直都在唱，我只是没有办法，已经不对你忘了。我还有你的电话，但不知道你在哪。我知道你讨厌的东西也和我一样。我知道你清楚我有没有讲真话，在某一个路口我没想到会分岔，但你的每句真话我都分不出真假，在你的爱河里我只能无意义的争辩。我没有在苦做，我唯一的都是我的脑自己的脑，付出了你的我却说还不够，却是不够。
Raise.
我讨
Fold.
厌会生气，我讨厌我会突然失控地想你，你讨厌被
Call.
惦记，你讨厌我每次吵架都不讲理，没有语言
Call.
去讲述，我的全部都被你给挡住。Star you
Check.
move me on Saturday， 你讨厌的 Green Day。
Check. Bet. Call. Fold. Fold. Bet.
It's beautiful, it's bittersweet. You're like a broken home to me. I take a shot of memories.
Call.
Like I like an empty street.
All in.
Fill my days with the way you
Call.
fill my nights with broken dreams. Make up thousands on my head like one day you'll come back to me. Now I'm just afraid that you're gone. Not holding on, not holding on. Beautiful mistakes I make inside my head. She's naked in my bed.
All in. Fold. 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 Fold.
I'm in love with the past, and now we lie awake, making beautiful
Call.
mistakes. Na na na, in my head. Na na na, in my bed. Na na na, to keep myself from looking soft. I fill my nights with the way you was and still wake up with broken dreams. I make these lies inside my head feel like they're my reality.
Call.
Now I'm not holding on, not holding on. I'm just
Raise. Fold.
that you're gone.
Fold.
Holding on, not holding on. Beautiful
Fold.
mistakes
Call.
inside my head.
Call.
In my bed.
Check.
And I will lie awake.
Bet.
Making beautiful mistakes.
Call.
Take 'em back.
Check.
I'm in love with the bad.
Bet.
And I will lie awake.
Fold.
Beautiful mistakes. Na na na. In my head. Na na na. In my bed. Na na na.
Fold.
Making beautiful.
Raise.
You did me wrong cause I let you.
Fold.
Usually
Fold.
my situation's beneficial. Doing something different, got me looking stupid. The only way I'm coming back to you is if you're dreaming. Lucid, prove it.
Fold.
If you made a promise, then
Fold.
keep it. Why you wanna lie and then get mad? I don't believe it. But really, I was doing
Call.
just fine without you. Looking fine, sipping wine, dancing no club couches.
Check.
Baby, why you wanna lose me like you don't need me? Like I don't block you and you still
Bet.
try to reach me. How you figure
Fold.
out how to call me from the TV? You
Fold.
running out of chances and this time I mean it. Yeah, that you miss my love all in your bed. Now you're stressing out, pulling your hair, smelling your pillows and wishing I was there. Sliding down the shower wall, looking sad. I know it's hard to let go. I'm the best you ever had, and best you gon' get. And if we break up, I don't wanna be friends. You're toxic.
Beautiful mistakes I make inside my head. She's naked in my bed. And I will lie awake.
Raise. Fold.
Beautiful mistakes I wouldn't take 'em back.
Call.
I'm in love with the best. And I will lie awake. Making beautiful mistakes.
Fold.
Na na na. In my head.
Raise.
Na na na. In my bed. Na na na. Making beautiful mistakes. Na na na. In my head. Na na na. In my bed.
Call.
Na na na.
Fold.
Making beautiful mistakes.
Call. Check. Check. Bet. Call. Fold. Check. Check. Bet.
嘿，该闭上你双眼，美梦的 APP 会开启独家限免。You
Call.
need to know when you close your eyes，讨厌的都会消失，全新的明天正在努力破茧。别担心，放松呼吸，好像变成躺在贝克汉姆怀里的小七。但撒娇不允许，你要学会所有都只能靠自己争取。总是抱怨生活太不尽人意，被芸芸众生只不过是弱者齐聚，在夜里和记忆中的自己对话。我想梦境会告诉你别再犹豫，当你决定踏上直面孤独的长路，那将意味着尘世平凡任你脱颖而出。冷落和遗弃，或是没有知己，希望你能独自承受，也能不尽重入。外表 so what， 性别 so what， 昨天的错变成今天的收获。闭眼之后的黑色里没有退路，那就伴随着气息让意志凝固。So 逃避 no more， 恐惧 no more， 把一切交给大脑，我想它会制造幽默。The voice of 914救生衣，这是911 9闭上眼睛。It's time to close your eyes, don't be afraid, and I won't go. It's time to close your eyes, I stay with you and you're not alone. It's time to close your eyes, don't be afraid, and I won't go. It's time to close your eyes, I stay with you and you're not alone.
我想要抱着你，我想要告诉你，我想要自由，不想每天活在套路里。你何必那么烦？你何必那么乱？换一种角度就好了，就看你自己。关上灯，慢慢拉伸出疲惫的心，往往外表很光鲜，挤着清晨的地铁，站在你旁边，听着熟悉的歌，认识陌生的人，有时幸运女神为你敞开了门，一次偶然的邂逅，彼此都慌了神，似曾相识的感觉，或许是缘分，仿佛来到了盛夏，却并肩的习惯，唱着表白的歌，在教室弹起了吉他，仿佛能够看到操场上的一幕一幕，谁还陪在你身边，这一路一路，往失去后才懂得它的珍贵，那些复杂的情绪。 找回原来的你，跟那一份纯粹，拿起曾经的笔，当个简单的人类。现在闭上眼 ，just close your eyes， 流言跟蜚语都 say goodbye，you'll be always in my mind，let me show you how to fight。
It's time to close your eyes. Don't
Bet.
be afraid, and I won't go. It's time to close
Fold.
your
Fold.
eyes. I stay with you, and you're not alone. It's time to close your eyes. Don't be afraid, and I won't go. It's time to close your eyes.
Fold.
I stay with you, and you're not alone. It's time to close your eyes.
Fold.
It's time to close your
Call.
eyes. It's time to close your
Call.
eyes.
Check.
It's time to close
Check.
your eyes, baby.
Check. Bet. Call. Fold. Fold.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days. It was a big, big world, but I thought
Fold.
we were bigger. Pushing each other to the limits, we were
Bet.
learning quicker. Always had that dream,
Call.
like my daddy before me. So
All
I
in.
started writing songs and started
Call.
writing stories. Once I was 7 years old, Mama sang us to sleep, but now see me do me da 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 da. So me put it
好，我们也是把输给这位鱼玩家的2手大炮放进了这个 DTO Plus 结算了一下。第一手牌我们在 K 圈这个两草花的面上用 K 勾去 CB，软件说是完全没有问题啊，但是这里的话对方也是一个标准的 call。那么在转牌发出了这张草花9之后呢，我们这里对方选择过牌没有问题，我们这里我们要用带有草花的一些 K 勾的组合去 bet， 但是要 check 一些。大家可以看到，没有草花的 K 勾组合是要多去过牌，有草花的 K 勾组合是可以多去 bet 的。所以我们这里的话，我们手牌上是没有草花，选择过牌也是无可厚非的啊。那么在过牌之后，河牌发出叠张4之后呢，对方也是 A4 杂色是应该100%的去下这么一个大注的，对方打的没有问题。我们这里的话 K 勾大家可以看到是一手100%要去 call 的抓鸡组合，所以我们在这手牌当中没有犯任何的错误啊，是一个非常标准的 GTO 的打法。但是其实临场调整的话，要去考虑对方的 size 啊，还有炸胡频率。那么 AA 这手牌的话，我们可以看软件建议的是可以做一些过牌啊。当然这个面的话是有抽花抽顺的面，我觉得软件应该是针对的双人的这个单挑的情况下要去多 check， 但是这里多人底池我们还是要去筛选一些对方的手牌范围，确定他们的范围，因为大家都是 limp 的。那么我们看到我们 bet 69其实应该 fold， 但是他选择了 call。那么转牌的话掉了他的顺子，掉了黑桃七的话，我们的 AA 选择去 bet 也是没有问题的，因为我们有黑桃 A 的防守啊。那对方的69其实就打错了，这里他应该是用他的顺子100%的进行一个 raise， 所以这里其实对方犯错，他选择了 call 完了之后河牌发了这张黑桃9，也就是我们最不想看到的这张牌。那这里 AA 还是一个 all in 100%的 all in 啊，这里不会考虑说对方有没有同花顺啊，还是要去拿一些黑桃 K 黑桃圈的价值，所以我们 all in 是没有问题的。当然这里的软件已经不会提供一些69在这个位置了，因为软件默认的是转牌它会去 raise， 所以这手牌对方在转牌的处理并不是非常的标准啊。